Alright, we're good. Hey, Thunder. Oh, I gotta reset that. Fucking... There. Okay, now we're good. Whoa, 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 calm down there. Okay, alright. I love it when my stones undulate. So last time, we were doing, side quests. Was that facing the right way? I don't know. Should be now. Last time we were doing side quests, and, I was trying to do all the side stuff. But, doing the side stuff in this game is really hard. It's really hard. Because there's not really any, like, guidance. I think I fixed it. Did I fix it? There's not really a lot of guidance. But we have a little bit of a mission right now. We need to get bugs. Is our current mission. We need to get bugs. To do that, we gotta be a kid. We don't need to be a kid to get bugs, but we need to be a kid to use the bugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm also trying to get rid of, this skull mask. I don't really remember where it goes. Somebody can help push me there. We're kind of going a little bit, like, not full backseating for this segment right now, but, like 80% backseating right now. You want to know where to get bugs? I mean, sure. We're kind of like 80% backseating right now. We're backseating friendly. I realize that it has to be morning. I can't get anywhere. Let's see if I remember the song. Nope. Nope. Well, you can get them in some potion shops. I don't want to buy them. I can just find them. Why would I buy what I can find? They're like 5 cents? Yeah, well, I only have 421 rupees. God damn it. I need to save. So close. Damn, there's a lot of pressure going. What's this? Is this the potion shop? Yeah. How much are they? Welcome! Nope, that ain't happening. That's the mask shop. That was the arrow place. We did that. That was the bomb tree. We did that. Chest game. We did that. And that's the normal shop. I don't think there's anything to do there, at least right now. I don't think. Did those 2 houses. The corpse is gone. What's this? Okay, that door doesn't open for some reason. I don't know what time to set my trash out for pickup tomorrow. Just put it out right now. Why do you gotta put your trash out at a certain time? Did I get the bug that was in this? No, I didn't. Alright, cool. And then from here, I need bugs. Maybe there's some in here. Let's go! Don't leave. Come here. Okay. There's 1 bug. Okay. 2 bug. Okay, let me quickly drink this. Oh, it's gone. Alright, gonna drink this milk anyways, because I need that 3rd bug. Sunn was gonna make me buy bugs. Are there bugs underneath here? No, okay, I'll leave and come back. Drink a bug. I drank a ghost earlier. None of my neighbors have put theirs out, so I'm assuming I can set it out in the morning. I didn't know people, like, took out the trash at specific times. We just do it the night before trash day. Which is Thursday here, so we put it out on Wednesday night, and then just leave it out overnight. Oh wait, sorry, I gotta go. There's a fucking spot up by the castle. Are you drinking Ghost because of me? I recently started drinking it. No, it was good. It does sound like an energy drink. I meant in game. Is that an energy drink? Is Ghost? I drink Bang. What's up with energy drinks having like edgy names? They have Warheads and Sour Patch? No, I only drink Bangs. I drink Bangs because they're, I don't know how true this is, but they're vegan, apparently, and, like, they're good. Like, they're like, one of the few, like, semi-healthy, energy drinks. You know, like, obviously not healthy, you know, because, like, they're still energy drinks, you know, that's inherently unhealthy. But, like, semi-healthy. I know there's a dirt patch somewhere around here. You can't fool me, video game. I just don't remember where. Don't look at me. MatPat did a whole video on energy drinks on his food theory channel. He goes over Ghost and a bunch of others. Can't remember if he did Bang or not. I've only ever watched one food theory video, and it was about milk. The A word? Can you sell the bugs? I mean, sure, but I don't need... So there's a dude down here? Oh, shit. Okay, that might have been a little overkill. No, fucking... This one. No, I need this one. There we go. I don't know how... I know I've 100%ed this game before, chat. It was like the first time that I played it as an adult, I 100%ed it. Adult is like italics. I was probably like 16. I don't know. Like, just, you know, not a child. Well, still a child, but not like a goo goo gaga child, you know, like a sentient. You know, the first time I played this game while having sentience is the right word. I 100%ed this game. But I don't know how I did that, because I definitely, like, completely legally emulated it. And in turn, I couldn't feel, like, the vibration. for the secrets. So I don't know how I did it, because I'm pretty sure I didn't do it before, and this is the first time I've seen the secrets. Alright. Have a straight. I swear to God, there's a fucking bug spot up there. I'm not going back, I'm too lazy. I don't know what time they will make it to my house. They got the trash around 10 a.m. at my apartment. And that's on the other side of town. They do it at like 6 here, I think. Something like that. 7-ish. What do you mean gondola? We used to have one of those trash trucks where the dudes rode on the back and they would collect the trash, and we were like friendly with them. With the people that ran the trash. But then they got rid of them and got the trash trucks that have like the arms that pick up the trash and like dump it, you know? No one is safe from the threat of automation. So. Okay, this is something else I found out, chat. I was doing some research. There's a spider in here. I didn't know I could pick those up, honestly. Probably done it like 6 times, but I haven't thought about it until right now. Okay, so that's that. Then in Kakariko? No, we need to go to the home Kokiri or whatever the fuck. Man, why can't I have the horse when I'm baby mode? I probably can. And I'm just not aware of it. Speed running, chat. What are you going to Kokiri for? Bugs. We missed out on some bugs. I'm trying to get all the Skulltulas. We're at 54 out of 100. One day I'm gonna do a video on AI and stuff, but I feel like there's not enough examples in gaming to do that right now. I feel like most AI use cases are outside of gaming, because, you know, like, video games take a long time to make. So it's gonna be like a few years until there's like good examples of AI usage in video games. Right now, the only ones are really either for marketing reasons, which happened with System Shock 2 recently, or for the posters in High on Life were AI, and then Ubisoft is working on an AI writing tool, which is a big threat to me. But like, until we see those used, I don't know if I don't really want to talk about them, you know? Okay, there's one. Recently, like, I think it it was either today or yesterday, I don't remember. Mark Zuckerberg announced that Metaverse was shutting down. That the Metaverse was a failure and it's shutting down. So that's good news. That's good news. They didn't know what they were doing with it for like the 6 years. Are you fucking kidding? What? They're all over the woods. Fucking shit. Where the fuck is the hole? Hey man, show me your hole. I'm gonna put bug in you. I'm gonna put a bug in your anus. Are they gonna go in? Oh, I don't have a shield grip. Nah, I don't need one. That was way early. Yeah. Meta is failing, and that's which is good news. Not because Meta is failing. It's kind of, or rather, the metaverse, not Meta in general. Meta is the company that makes the Meta headsets and also other video game related things, or rather virtual reality related things. Meta as a company isn't failing, but the metaverse is failing. Which is good, not because the metaverse is failing, but because Facebook's grubby hands won't be on the ideas that is the metaverse. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? It makes it so that, whenever we do get to some sort of metaverse-like technology, which is something along the lines of, Mark Zuckerberg's vision, but, like, not as capitalistic and predatory, because that system was extremely predatory. When we get around to creating something like that, it can be created with more value and more thought out ambitions. Which is good. Because fuck Facebook. I never say something failing is good news, but that's just my way. Meta is pushing some cool stuff. It's just aimless to the public. Yeah, it didn't have a good, what's the word I'm looking for? I'll put it in the context of myself because I'm a selfish cunt. So recently I made a video, and I talked about this yesterday. I made a video called Top 10 Mommies in Gaming. That was the vision of the video, right? I wrote it, I recorded it, I edited it. It was like 90% done. I'll probably put it somewhere and be like, hey, here's that video you never seen from 5 years ago. You know, maybe one day. But regardless, I made the decision to scrap it. And the reason I made that decision is the exact reason why I believe Meta is inherently a failure. They didn't know who they were selling to. Whenever you make something creatively for the objective of people enjoying it, you know, you want it to be, you need to know who you're making it for. You need to know who your target audience is. And I feel like Mark Zuckerberg, so there's two up there. I feel like Mark Zuckerberg, and in turn, the entirety of Meta, didn't know who they were selling the metaverse to. They targeted corporations, instead of targeting the general public, which they should have been. You know what I mean? Okay, so that was the two in there. There's still one by the castle that I couldn't find. I think there was one by the lab. still think it's funny that they rebranded only for the product. They rebranded to be a failure. They didn't necessarily rebrand for the product. They rebranded because Facebook has bad rep. When you think of Facebook, you think of Facebook, the platform, Facebook, not the company, Facebook. They want you to think of the company, not the platform. The failing platform, by the way. So. Okay, lab. I'll happily watch Facebook die. Let's all agree to bring MySpace back. Let's all come to an agreement that we're gonna bring MySpace back. We're gonna revive. We're gonna kill Facebook, and we're gonna kill Twitter, and we're all gonna retreat back to MySpace. Alright, I believe, unless I've gotten it already, there's a bug in here. It appears that I've gotten it already. Okay, cool. There's some in the dungeons that I haven't gotten. Does anybody know of any side quests? Not like collection quests, because we're most definitely gonna have to like pull up a walkthrough and like follow along with that 100% to do all that. But does anybody know any side quests that we can do right now? You know how I love wasting money? You know, wasting is subjective. Should I buy the new Tears of the Kingdom one on Friday? Yes. Imagine sitting down and playing Tears of the Kingdom with a brand new controller. Like you're experiencing the game for the first time with brand new hardware that's gonna simulate to a certain degree the experience that you had with Breath of the Wild, of you playing Breath of the Wild for the first time with a brand new Switch and a brand new controller. You know, like 100%. Let's go to the Gerudo area. I haven't really been there. I know there's a couple things I can do, like in the entrance, I believe. There's this running guy. I'm gonna follow this running guy. Oh. Never mind.
In old times, I heard there were many wild rabbits in Hyrule. Not anymore though, because of the excessive hunting. I want to become a rabbit. Listen to the wind with those ears. Up across the ground with those legs. If only even if I can only pretend.
Ah, so you're a furry. Not an oh, sorry. I'll make it more exhaust for you.
In old times, I heard there were many wild rabbits in the land of Hyrule. Not anymore though, because of the excessive hunting. I want to become a rabbit. Listen to the wind with those ears. Up across the ground with those legs. Even if I can only just pretend.
There, is that better for you? Is that what you wanted? Yeah, I stumbled. I was too busy thinking about my panting. Sir! Walked around too much. I feel like my leg is gonna give out. Sit down. Get down, get down. I gotta keep my leg moving. No, sit down. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I gotta slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Get yourself a unicycle. They're better. Yeah, there's a cow. Oh, and there's a fucking bug. Bug. I know that doesn't work. Can I kill the cow? Do myself some steak. Could start the sword quest, the bigger end sword. I already had it. Unless that's what now you're talking about. Yep, I can honestly say I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. Wah, 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 wah. Best song. Next to Song of Storms. Second best song. Chimkin. No diving allowed, it won't do you any good. Seems like I gotta dive. Hey! Chat, what inoffensive accents should I give to these characters? Speed normal? I mean, that's not possible for me, Gum. Country? I've already given country to too many people. Country is not an option. They can't be British. So where are we gonna go? We can't do country. We can't do British. German? I don't know if I can do German. And Goron are American. Do Spanish? French? This is a Spanish guitar. I don't know if I can really do Spanish. Give me like a starting sentence. Do Bionicle? I've only ever seen one Bionicle movie and I don't remember it. I was not a Bionicle kid. Okay, no. I don't know if I can do that. Hola. Como. Hola, ¿cómo está? You think Spanish is going to be inoffensive? Probably. I mean, I don't... Everything is offensive, okay? Literally every accent is offensive, but no accent is cancelable unless you do stereotypes. Hola, ¿cómo? You Valley Girl, they're all women. Ganon? They are all women. I can't believe Ganon is being misrepresented here. You Marvin the Martian? Ganon is just trans? Yo, what if he is though? Yo! What if Ganon? What if Ganon is actually just a trans male? Think about it! Come on! Hang on, Chad. I'm gonna mute for a second so that I can say sentences and not be offensive and get canceled. Hang on, give me. The Gerudo Fortress is located behind this gate. A kid like you has no business there. It's close. I'm gonna get, chat. I'm glad we took all that time to figure that out. I'm diving. I'm diving. Was that Scottish? It was kind of a mix of like German, Spanish, and Scottish. It was kind of like a mix. Why did you come all the way down here? What? You just wanted you were just about to ask me the same thing? Well, now that you're down here, you may as well make the best of things. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay. You're not diving, you're dying. You're not wrong. Up. Took so long. Little ducky, you're the one. You make a body of time so much. Oh, this goes to Lake Hylia? Oh. Look at that map synergy. And apparently a spider. That I think is on the other side of this. Yep. That's the wrong button. Yeah, take that, Sculptula. It did work. It's just a little overkill. Bam 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 boing 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 boing. Man, it is about to get really hard to avoid spoilers. And I feel like I'm not gonna be able to go on TikTok anymore, which is arguably a good thing. Arguably, it's a net positive. No, I'm good. I wasn't going for German. German wasn't my goal. I don't believe that you've avoided Star Wars spoilers. Specifically, I don't believe that you've avoided one Star Wars spoiler. How you doing, by the way, Schweitz? Yeah, I do want to do that. You ever yawn so hard your titties move? No, I'm not jacked. I'm not jacked like you. I know what I must do. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. That chicken just committed seppuku. If I change time, is it gonna teleport me up there? Because that'd be cool. Have a good lurk and have a good work, Keon. I love you. Mwah. Wham, 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 boobada bwam. Bwam, 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 boobada bwam. Well, unless somebody has an idea of a side quest that we can go do right now, I think it's time that we pursue progress. Does anybody have an idea? We've done the Biggorin sword. I don't know if we've done all the mini games. Do you have bomb chews? We've done the bomb chew mini game. And I think I have bomb. Yeah, I have bomb chews. Yes. I did the bomb chew mini game before we had bomb chews, which was weird. I didn't think that would be possible, but I did it. Maybe there's something with this old man. Yes, I wanted to pick up this grass.
Yes, we arrest him.
Hey man, do you got a side quest for me? Me and brothers are making medicine by mixing highlights water with various unusual compounds. After you met that old lady in the potion shop, it's like a student of mine. Okay. I mean, I gave him the eye drops. I remember that. And that's what the mushroom lady led to this. But I don't know if there's more. Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum. Did you do his diving thing? No. I mean, if you mean this. What Zora scale do you have? Silver. Here. This is what I have. This is everything I got. Gotta go get the next one up. This is what I have for items. Take a screenshot because I'm leaving soon. Look at their little feces. Damn it, they turn too fast. The Bonchu's got little paws. Alright, to Zora's domain I go. Why are you saying Zoba? Looks like the mice from Luigi's Mansion. I don't remember. I mean, it's possible that they reused assets. Nintendo does that a lot. Hey, man. You can play again for 20 rupees. Want to? Start. Too bad. Practice hard and come back. Hold on a second. I remembered wrong. Okay. Hi, Obi. How are you? You can catch a fish that weighs 10 pounds or more as an adult or child. You will receive a heart piece. After that, you must beat that record as an adult by catching a fish that breaks the record and must weigh at least 15 pounds. Okay. Fuck. Try these side quests the way that they aren't. Timey-wimey nonsense is inherently confusing, but at the time of the N64, this is right out of the SNES era where games just didn't tell you jack shit. And they just kind of threw you in a world and then as you're in the world, not only just let you explore freely, but as you were exploring freely, they beat the living shit out of you. Just fucking... How dare you play our game? How dare you? That's what Shigeru Miyamoto visited every single person's house and did that exact thing. Every single time he booted up a Nintendo game. So it's just, you know, so we're right outside of that era where he was just getting a little bit too old to keep doing that. Like he had a lot of knee problems, so he couldn't keep kicking. So like he stopped doing that for every single time somebody booted up a Nintendo game, and in turn, games started to pull back on that ruthless nature of being way too fucking hard to play. They're still hard, but a little less, you know? That is the first time I've ever seen Croissant type out the word Walmart. swap to the blue. Or the green. Gotta have the classic. Tutorial, just figure out as you suffer. Yeah, a lot of games at the time were like that. And some games nowadays take that format, either because they're sandbox games, like Kenshi, for example, or because they are taking inspiration from that time, of just brutality. The time in which if you ran out of lives, you restarted the whole game. Meanwhile, now, even during the N64 era, if you run out of lives, you just restart the segment rather than the whole game. And then later on, we dropped that because it was stupid and I fucking hated it. Good night, Gum. I love you. Mwah. Good luck with the trash.
Hey, mister. I remember you. It's been a long time. There it is. How many years has it been? 7? You've been doing all this time. You're my only customer. I'm almost out of business. Seriously, on top of that, my hair. I mean, never mind. Well, do you want to go fishing? Cost 20 rupees.
I know all the rest. Okay. Now to catch a big fish. We once again need to do the same thing we did before, where we go to that middle log. Okay. Actually, no. That might be it right there. Got this. Where you going? Get back here. Just another fish chilling. Get back here. Where are you going? There you go. God fucking damn it. Okay, I think. Well, maybe that one. Nice. Maybe? Oh, that didn't work yet. No, I don't want you. Fuck off. I want this guy. Alright, well. No. Me fuck. Me just absolutely. That didn't work out. I thought I could finesse it. What the fuck was that? Where'd it go? It might have went to deep water. Yeah, it did. I see it. This should help. Remember that one time that I seen that unique fish? And then never seen it ever again. Because it spawned inside of a log and I couldn't catch it. Okay. Slow up. Oh, there it is! You can't make this shit up, alright? You can't make this shit up. Hang on, I'm in the middle of something. Where'd it go? There it is, found it. Man, look at it. It's like at the bottom, so I can't catch it. Hi, Judy. Hi, Via. How are you? That's so weird. Okay, anyways. Nice. I think I'm too close. I'm gonna back up. Okay. Keep doing that. I just scared it away. Oh no, I didn't. We're good. Not in deep water. We're good. It's not where I wanted to cast at all. Of course it fucking went towards it. Why are you coming towards it? Well, now you guys hear it. I don't even know if that's the biggest fish, you know? I mean, maybe it moved when I'm an adult. Maybe adult fish spawn differently. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Oh, no. Here, I meant to click on this 10 years ago and I forgot. Where's my, there it is. can't turn the in-game music off. So, I mean, I guess I could. Hang on. Can I have my hotbar, please?
Froggy!
Man, it's crazy that I called out that unique fish and then they appeared. But I'll never catch them. See, look at it. There it is. Navi, I'm literally trying to equip the thing that makes it so I can breathe underwater. That might be the Hyrulean Loach. Maybe, but I can't catch it when it's in deep water. And it's not leaving the deep water, so there's nothing I can do.
Froggy!
Can you find me on Google, on Zelda Dungeon specifically, where the biggest fish is? Because the biggest fish always has a default spawning point. When I was a kid, it was by the... Oh, I didn't get a pole. When I was a kid, it was by that log. I'm not a kid anymore. Says the arch log. Okay, then I'm aiming for the right fish. What a cuck. What the fuck? boing, 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 boing. What's happening? £8 incoming, probably. Am I even pressing A? I feel like he's only gotten further away from me, so clearly I must be doing something wrong. There we go. Come on, you shit. Like right there. Link, put out your fucking hand. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh, this fish is gigantic. A fish this big it can't even fit on the screen. Why you gotta break the fourth wall, dog? I gotta break the fourth wall. And I can't weight accurately, but it looks like it's about 20 pounds. You wanna keep it? Yeah. Finally. Man, I love fishing mini games. Man, they're so good. Man, fishing mini, I fucking love them. Shut the fuck up. Whoa! Well, this fish is huge. Looks like a new record. It's at least 20 pounds.
Seriously.
Here's your prize. Golden scale. Don't quit. Let me out. Yeah, I'm gonna leave, and I'll come back. What did you do with that fish? Oh, you just put it in a tank. Okay. I thought maybe you'd do something interesting, but okay. Boing, 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 boing. Time. Link and his weird knees. Alright. Then we go bomb. You know, bam, and we go. Look at that, I'm speed running. See that? See how fast I did that? I'm speed running. I'm speed running music. Take that, high school choir classes. You can't speed run music like I can. Orchestra? Ain't shit. Play it faster, losers. How long can I dive for now? 8 whole seconds? That's like at least 8 seconds. Pay your taxes. Imagine only being able to hold your breath for 8 seconds. I mean, I guess if you have, like, asthma. That's true, but... For like an able-bodied person, I don't... Like, imagine for Link, a pretty healthy individual who's swinging a sword around all day, picking up vases and throwing them, you know, like, he can only hold his breath for 8 seconds? Like, I don't think so. I doubt you. Am I supposed to be doing this again? No? Okay. I just kind of came back here. What do I use the golden scale for? Oh, the diving minigame. Got it. It's okay. It's like right there. I'm sorry. Not only am I hearing voices, but my memory is fading. Yeah, the doctor. Hey, me.
My knee.
Why did it make that noise? It's crazy that to me that they have that model of the shark, but they're not using it. There's a shark. You may have noticed, but I've been rushing you. You touched your bottom just now. Fantastic. I'll give you this. Gee, thanks. Alright, so we got the doctor guy, we got the bug that was there. Then we went to the fucking castle. Didn't find the dirt patch, but did find other shit. I don't know, any other side quests, folks? Anything else? Feel free to Google, I'd appreciate that. I don't want to Google too much because I don't want to spoil myself. Did you buy all the beans? Probably not. I can go back there, I got money. I needed to check something at Zora Lake anyways. You got the BF sword? I don't have a boyfriend sword, but I do have a bigger sword. I also have a master sword. I only got one shield, though. Oh, I didn't mean to equip it. Fuck, damn it! Now I lost my shieldless fucking run. It's fine. This is barely a shield. Can I kill those things yet? Does the boomerang do it? No. And I don't know how. Beep, 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 beep. Beep. Can somebody figure out what I do with the skull mask? I already know that I can interact with the Deku dudes and get a heart piece from them or whatever the fuck I got from them. I've already done that. I don't know what to do with the skull mask after that. I don't know what to do with it anymore. My dad was singing happy birthday to my dog. What's your dog's name again? Yuki? You fucking weeb. For some reason, I thought that her name was, Chip. That's the name of, Zombie's cat. And I knew that. And I was like, there's no way they're named the same thing. Chip Skylark. Shiny teeth and me. Shiny teeth that sparkle. Just like the... I don't remember. What's my cat's name? Oreo. Gotta sell it to the Skull Kid. Okay. Hey, Guile, how you doing? Oi. Oh, he said something different at the end there, and I didn't read it.
In case you're wondering, they'll be sold out soon. It's 60 price for one. Red Magic, Super Red Magic Beans could be your last chance. 70 for one.
Sorry, I only speak American.
Measuring us down, 80 price, 80 for one. You want Magic Bean? They aren't cheap, but do you still want them? Hear them go for less than 90 a piece.
A piece is one word.
We have Magic Bean. Do you want them? 100 rupees for one. Yeah. I have enough money. I can't sell them to you.
I need more money. Okay, what I wanted to check. I mean, do this. Was your name Drew? As it says on the tin. His name is Cumrag, or Cumrag if you prefer. So what I wanted to check is something that I think I already had. Yeah, it was a heart piece that was somewhere. Was it up on top of the hill? I remember there being a heart piece. Can't remember if I got it. There's the big ass frog. Also, little shit. No, that's you. weird fences since I can't bring opponent in here. Game is good. I agree. I think I got, yeah, it was right there. Okay, I got it. Okay. From there, let's go into this hole. Ow, woo! Thank you for the follow, Guile. I stream every single night at 11 p.m. EST, except for Sunday and Wednesday. Feel free to come by anytime. I also do bi-monthly 12-hour streams. The next one will be on in July. I also have a YouTube channel where I upload bi-weekly video game-based video essays. The next one, actually, the first one, is gonna go out tomorrow at 10 p.m. EST. I also have a Twitter, TikTok, and a Discord. In the Discord, I post schedules of all the content throughout the week. So if there's anywhere you should be, it's the Discord, because that allows you to keep up with everything. That is not the skull.
Under that mask, aren't you the Kokiri kid? Quite an unusual mask you have there. I like it. It may make me look a little bit tougher. Why don't you give it to me?
Okay.
Yowza. I'm gonna wear this all the time.
I just gave you 10 rupees for this 20 rupee mask. You lost money on that deal. Go back to the mask shop and pay 20 rupees for the mask. The difference will have to come out of your own pocket. Foreshadowing. Nobody cares.
We do not care.
Oh, it needs to be daytime. Muskedaddle, goodbye. Have a nice night. I love you. Mwah! Thank you for stopping by. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Alright. No problem. You don't need to worry about it. Payment received. Oh, I see you still have that mask. Have you been wearing it on your travels? Do you wish to trade it for another mask? Hey dude, how are you? Bam bam babada bum babada bada badum. Dun. A wooden mask with a wonderful expression. A mask like this would scare anyone. Mask like this would scare anyone. The kid with the stick, maybe? In the graveyard?
A mask? When I was a little kid, I also wore masks around. What? You say you can't imagine me doing that?
Gotta move like him, you know? That's voice acting for you, okay? Why just eh? Somehow, and I don't know how, I bugged Twitch's system and I managed to get us 2 hours without ads. And I don't know how I did that. But I would like to learn how to do that. Because somehow, it did like 2 batches of 3-minute ads at once early on in this stream. And then it became 2 hours of no ads. I would love to learn how to do that. In fact, I can snooze the ads right now and get us even more time without ads. Which I'm gonna do. I just got us 2 hours and 20 minutes without ads. Total. And I don't know how I did that. But I would like to learn. Why did I come here? Oh yeah, kid with the stick. Isn't there a button that lets you activate ads whenever? Yeah. Yes. But it usually only gets me an hour afterward. Hey kid, you want this mask?
Yeah, stop being the gravekeeper! Huh? Oh, it's just a mask. I get a different kind of fright from that mask than I get from Dumpy. Will you get a mask on me? With this mask, I'll be just like Dumpy. That's my money.
You sold the 30 rupee mask to a kid for full price? You didn't mind paying? Head back to the mask shop to pay 30 rupees for the mask. You can get a new mask model too. You'll be dead like Dompe soon enough, soon enough. Bum bum bubba da bum 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 bubba da bum 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 bubba da bum bada ba da da ba dum bum bum bubba da ba dum. I hit the wrong button. Fuck. Fuck. First try. I just spit all over myself. Just dying on the inside? Having a depression day? You should. Play some genital jousting. That'll cheer you up. You think Dompe is someone's dream man and they agonize that he isn't real? I've met many Dantes throughout my life. Dantes? Dompes. I met also Dantes. But I've met many Dompes in my life. God, I wish I could keep this one. Then maybe Low Punny will fall in love with me. Excuse me, sir. Alright, we're looking for a running man. I believe he should be on the other side by now, so I'm gonna do a little bit of this. This guy wants to fuck a Pokemon. Touch grass has a different meaning in the Pokemon universe. There he is. can't talk to him until nighttime. Until he sits down to rest.
I've been with those long years. You could even hear the voices of spirits. Oh, these are genuine rabbit ears from the animals of legend. I don't care how expensive it is. Please sell it to me. My long-time dream returning to the wildlife. Finally, the actor, stage, and prop have been united.
It's a 50 rupee mask, but he paid you crazy amount of money for it. More money than you can count. Go back to the mask shop and pay the 50 you. God damn, he just filled my fucking wallet. God damn. Oh, speaking of the masks, by the way, exclamation mark timeline. If you haven't voted for what games we're doing next, please do. If you have not voted yet, please do, because it is up for debate what timeline we do after this one, because there's a split after Ocarina of Time, obviously, because there's timey-wimey nonsense. So there's a split in the timeline for what we do next. So please vote on what game you would want to see first. Be that A Link to the Past, Majora's Mask, or Wind Waker. Currently, A Link to the Past is in the lead by 1. Basant really wants us to do Majora's next because she wouldn't have to replay games or play games. But it is up to you of what we do next. How much game is left in Ocarina of Time? I think we're a little bit over halfway through the game. But because we're 100%ing, I think it might be a little less than that. I don't really recall. We have 2 more medals to get. You can see here. We have 2 more medals to get. I believe one of these, I think it's this one, we were right on the cusp of getting right before we stopped to do side stuff. I don't know what this is. And I don't know what this is. But we've never seen those before. This is just a baby shield. You can also see my hearts here. The hearts only go up to here. And I think we're full on magic already. So we need to get a bunch of hearts to get up to that. Also, all of these items will eventually be filled. So you can kind of see that we're like a little bit over half, I think. But again, because we're doing the side content, it's under debate.
Oh, great! You sold it. Please pay me back 50 rupees for the bunny hood now. Oh, yeah. Very well done. All the masks are sold. I knew I could trust you. As a reward, I will lend you this special mask. This is the Mask of Truth. It is a mysterious mask passed down by the Sheikah. With this mask, you can see into other people's minds. It's useful, but scary. Why is it scary? You may find out as you grow older and wiser in the ways of the world. Oh.
From now on, you can borrow any mask you want, just have faith.
What mask can I lend you?
With its charming eyes, it makes a great lady's disguise. You look cool while you're swimming if you wear this mask. Brown face makes you a little happy. Okay, I want this one. Wait, can I have all of them? Okay, no, it swaps around. Okay. Okay, I have a theory. Before I take backseating suggestions, I have a theory. So I'm going to wear this mask. And I'm going to try to get into the Gerudo area. Meanwhile, the Mask of Truth is for later when we're an adult. I don't know, Motorola. It's a little iffy because, like, progress-wise, yes, I'm over halfway through the game. But I don't know where I'm at with, like, collection stuff. Because I know for a fact I've missed a lot of Skulltulas. We've gotten quite a bit of them during this, like, collection-a-thon that we've been doing now. Collect-a-thons, if you will. So we've gotten quite a bit at this point. But, I don't remember how much more there is or anything like that, you know? I know there's a couple sitting inside the, Dungans that we haven't gotten. Like, I think there's, one or two inside of Jabu Jabu that I didn't get, but most of the Skulltulas and the heart pieces, other than the ones that come from side quests that I would love for you guys to help me with rather than me looking it up, is gonna have Google. It's gonna have to be Google. Because a lot of the Skulltulas are just in wild fucking places, so we're gonna have to Google those. But for the side quests, at least, it'd be great if I could get backseated for those. Alright, let's see if I can break in.
Hey, kid. You've got guts coming around here wearing that. Still, you can't fool us that easily.
Oh, okay. Well, so much for that plan. Alright, back we go. Okay, backseaty question. Does the Gerudo, Goron, or Zora mask lead to anything in this game? And if so, guide me to it. Can I do anything with those, or are they just like, hey, here you go, haha? You know? Because that was my only idea for, like, any of the masks. That was my only idea. Bwam 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 bada bada bwam. Bwam 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 bada bada bwam. Bada bwam bada bwam. Bada bwam bada bwam 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 bwam. Bada bam 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 bada bada bam. Bada bam 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 bada bada bam. What a boy! How many fucking references do you need for that? Because 3, 4, 5, and 6 are and 7 are all references that they use to get that information. How many fucking references do you need for that one sentence? Okay.
Well, I don't really know what to say to that one.
I like that he didn't have a reaction.
Oh, what a pretty lady. But you're kind of short, aren't you? Ah, Gerudo! Well, a mask. Why do you have a mask like that?
Fucking racist. Alright. So, chat. Anybody got any ideas? Something that I can do right now? What, as an adult or as a child? Anything. What, any side quest that you have in your brain that I can do right now? I can show you my items. You can see over here. This is what I have item-wise. This is the Deku Seed, Bomb, Goron Bracelet, and, the Golden Scale. I don't know what this is. Beans? Oh yeah, we can go around and plant beans. I don't know where to do that. I mean, I know where one is, I think. I don't know where, I mean, we could do it like that, like, fucking... Kokiri Forest. Buy more beans? Buy more beans. There you go.
Missing the last bean, my lord.
Alright, I'll go there. Any other ideas? Fairy fountains? We got the one. We got the one in the mountain. We got the one by the castle. And there was one other one, but I don't remember where it was. Maybe it was in Lost Woods. I don't remember where the last one was. Well, we got 3. I think. We have all of the magic abilities, and we have a full bar of magic. I don't know if they do anything else. Did you get the one at the Zoras? I can't remember. This area leads to the Zoras, so I'll check. Hey, man.
We have magic beans. Do you want them? Huh? 121, man. Oh, too bad we're so dead. Oh, these beans are not for sale.
I've got all the beans. God damn it, I do this every fucking time. All right, we gotta be out on the lookout for bean spots. I'm not gonna go directly to them. I don't need to. They don't do anything other than like not really speed run stuff, but fucking assistance. You know, some of them need like a couple heart pieces maybe. But we can do those like as I collect other things. You know what I'm saying? Unless anybody has any ideas for ones that like specifically lead to things. I think there's one up on Death Mountain that leads to one. Well, maybe that's what the one on the inside is, because there was that one heart piece that I haven't been able to get. I thought it was bomb shoes, but maybe it's a magic bean spot. I can't remember if there was any near it. Death Mountain has 2. I'll go up and check. But first we'll go in here and check if I have that fairy. No. It was, no, it was, there it is. And we'll go inside there after this pee break. Got a little dangly. I'm gonna leave it. Oh, what the fuck? The waterfall reforms? I didn't know that. Speedrun trick, let's go! Whoa! Let's try it. That's wrong. That's the wrong thing. Hey, Citric, how are you? Here we go. How you doing? I'm doing side stuff right now. Right now I'm checking to make sure I found a fairy. Where is that fairy? I know. That's the Zora Lake. All the things lit. Did something, but I don't remember what. But I remember I did it. Is it out by Jabu Jabu? Oh, I did. I think I did get the ferry out the back. He's out by Jabu Jabu. It's like the wrong way to go. It's like the way. Hello, my fiance who will eventually die. I guess everybody eventually dies. I guess that's not really, that's like a non-statement. Everybody dies you know, I realized that was kind of a stupid thing. I mean, like, she's gonna, maybe I should have given her, like, the exact time. You know? Yeah, I got this one. You swimming in the Mountain Dew? Actually, this is, that big fish's piss. And poop. See that big fish right there? I'm swimming in their piss. And poop. Apparently I can't walk on that. Whoa! Yummy fish piss and poop shitters. How you doing, Matt? What's poppin'? My pussy. Oh, hey, look! Good thing we came here. Oh. Truck. I have the flu? It is flu season over there, huh? Hopefully, just the flu and nothing else. No, not a... Hopefully not a variant of the flu or anything. Hopefully. Ow. Can I tell my wife that she's gonna die?
My most precious possession help you in your quest?
Nope, okay. She doesn't die, she's dead. She's dead. In 7 years, she dies. Nor, she's dead. What do you mean? Busan, it's called the Spirit Realm. What do you think a spirit is? She's a sage? She's not dead? What is a spirit? Or wasn't I gonna do something? No, that's what I was gonna do. I'm good. Very important. What's up, home doggy dog? It's urgent. What's up, home doggy dog? spirit, not ghost to ding dong. That's the same thing. Please move your mouse. Why, where is it? Why? Why? Where was it? Wait, what? You guys see my mouse or something? Thank God. What's up? Who's on screen was bothering me? Oh, I have to. So you see, hang on. So you see, let me get out of range of this donger. So you see these things? You see the thing that says 2 and 1? See, you see those? Still on the screen? Well, I'm moving it right now. You see how it says 2 and 1? So because this is a 3DS game, I have to click this with my mouse to put it on. Same thing for this, I gotta click it to use it. I can also click these to use these. That's not required. I don't have to do that, but I can. Same thing for the ocarina over here that you can't see because it's just barely under me. Yeah. I have to use my mouse for those. So sometimes it stays on screen just because I'm clicking things. I see now? Yeah. But thank you for telling me all the same. But this is like when your friend watches a YouTube video and the mouse is like right in the middle the entire time. No. It's a little bit more complicated than that. But thank you for telling me all the same. I appreciate that. And I've been in that situation many times. Many times. I feel like stuff like that is always riding the line of like, should I tell them, you know? One of the things that I encounter often, because like I'm friends with mostly streamers at this point, is like whenever a streamer's camera is facing the wrong way, it bothers me so much. But I always like question of like, is it okay to tell them, or rather ask them to turn their camera? Is that like an okay thing to say, or is that like judging? Facing the wrong way? Yeah, like if I was playing the game like this. This is the wrong way, right? Yeah, this is the wrong way. This would be wrong. No? Yeah. There's one. I put that in there and take this bottle out. Actually, I need to use this right now. Anything in here? Whoops, sorry, I clicked off. And then, bean. Oh, sorry, I was too far away from it. There we go. Bean. You want them facing inwards? You should always be facing the game. Always. Unless you have, like, the camera that's, like, straight on. Then it doesn't fucking matter. Then that doesn't matter. It doesn't look the best, honestly. Like, if the camera is facing directly straight onto your face, that's probably, like, you kind of want it to be, like, at least a little askew. But that's kind of a preference thing. You know, there's not, like, rules surrounding that. But, like, you should be facing the game. Always. Or, again, you know, straight up. So that's that, and then I think there's one at the top of the mountain, I think? Also, does anybody recall, a long time ago, at the very beginning of this playthrough, the first time that we got the Goron Mountain, I threw a bomb into the vase inside of the Goron place. Does anybody recall whether or not I got a heart piece from that? Because I learned the other day as I was trying to figure out the side quest to do and failed. Failed to figure out all the side quests. I seen that apparently it has to be facing a certain way to give you a heart piece. A certain direction. And I don't know if I did that. I just cracked my wrist. I don't know if that's healthy. Is it healthy to crack your... Is that an okay thing? Did I just... 1 in 3 chance you did it right. Wow, really? Okay, we might need to throw some more bombs. Why is this game the way that it is? Did you forget about my Miyamoto kicking the shit out of you rant? I was gonna say, because that happened this stream. Nobody clipped it, and I was a little upset because I thought it was funny. Yo! Wait, is there a guy up here? Wrong button. Well, I could go back and clip it, but, you know, VOD. It's Twitch's fault, not mine. And by Twitch's fault, not mine, I mean, it's a little bit mine, but shut up about that. Oh, I think I got this one already. Yeah, I did. There's a spooter in there, I remember. Nothing that way. Where's that seed spot? Once again, it could just not exist. Legitimate possibility. I don't have a wood shield, so I can't do anything about that. Maybe up here. Is it up here? This was a fairy. No, it wasn't. Okay. Maybe it's on the other side. I seen it. Okay, I'm turning around. Bring it around town. I'm gonna just leave real quick. Before I fucking die. And back in. Alright, you said you seen it while I was up here, so I'm gonna assume that it's up here. Nope. You said you seen it, though. I don't... Oh, I see it. Good catch, Quack. Okay. This is the perfect environment for a bean to flourish. I don't think I can. No, it's an adult tunic. Yeah. I can get a rupal though. Rock quick. Then we need to go literally anywhere but here. Is there anything else I need to do? I mean, I can use the Nocturne of Shadow. Anything else I need to do? I mean, I can come back here as an adult, obviously. Let's go to Kakariko Village. Did you do bugs in the hole? Good call. Tasty Poop Village. What? What? Oh, because it's I get it. Caca. No die. Let's go to the forest. Oh, that was wrong. There's a couple bee spots in here. God, this game has so many fucking bangers. And God, I wish this teleport spot was closer to the exit. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-ba-da-bum. Alright, and then from there, maybe I can get more bugs from the Lost Forest that has bugs everywhere. One bug, 2 bugs, 3 bug, 4. Oh, it's gone. I think it's this way to the secret area. Yeah. I already did the bugs here. I can plant the seed, and then we'll head on over to the. You guys can see my mouse on this. Whoa, my man is depleting. My man is depleting. Oh no! I have my moments, okay? It's easier for me to get to the other spot from if I just leave and come back. Dude, nice mask.
I bet he really wanted this mask.
I already did a bug in this one too. We got 3 more beans. That means there's 3 more spots to plant the beans. Where those are, I know. Just trying to hit that tree so bad.
I just wanted to hit the tree, man.
Bum 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 bum. Well, they might not. Well, they might become immortal in the sense of not aging. They certainly can be killed, as stated above in the Ocarina of Time sages. As stated as above, the Ocarina of Time stages were not dead, in my opinion, going off the evidence presented throughout the series. They're dead. Wrong. Okay. You want me to bring in another layer? In the adult timeline, where they become sages 7 years from now, they die. And they become the sages. They're in the spirit realm. They leave the living world. And they never communicate with the living world ever again, aside from talking to Link. And maybe Zelda. Maybe. That's it. They're gone. They're dead. In the child timeline, however, they're alive. This is before they became sages. They're alive. Trying to figure out how Darunia would have survived walking into the dragon pit without a crop. Without the crop. Yeah. He died. He died and became a sage. Same thing for, fucking, Rudo? Or Ruda? Is it Ruda? It's Rudo. Ruda? One of the two. My wife. She fucking went into the water temple and fucking died. Then she became a sage. Same thing for, Saria. She tried to solve the problem of the forest temple on her own. Without Link. And she fucking died. We basically, so like, think about it like this. Why are there Poes? The Poes are spirits who didn't move on because they got unfinished business. I believe that's stated by the game. If not, that's usually just how ghosts work. Okay? Why are the sages not Poes? What's their unfinished business? The temple. With the boss that we defeat and in turn solve the problem of the temple and in turn freeing their spirits, allowing them to become sages because they died inside the temple that we needed to go in. They're sages. Rauru is a sage and he is also the owl, so the owl is dead. Reincarnation, you know, complicated. We find the beans there. Why did I need to go to Kakariko? There's no beans here. There's the one outside in the graveyard. We did that one, right? Yeah, it's done. We planted the seed there. We got 3 more seeds. Where can we put them? Map. So we planted the 2 in the Lost Woods. Those are done. Is Owl around when Link is an adult? Oh my god, you're right! The owl dies between the 7 years and becomes a sage. There you go. Alright. You got the Death Mountain ones. Why's it got a skull over it? Why's it got the skull? What does that mean? What does that mean? What is that? What does that mean? Oh, you guys can't see. Wait, you should be able to. Why can't you? What? I hit this button and nothing happens. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait a second, what the fuck happened? What? That's okay. I don't know. Anyways, map. So this one has a skull on it. Why does Death Mountain have a skull? Does that mean there's more Skulltulas there? If there's more, if the skull means there's more Skulltulas there, wouldn't that mean that Gerudo's Forest should have it? Because I haven't been in there. There's definitely Skulltulas over there. So why does it have the golden skull? Maybe that means the boss is still alive there? I mean, I haven't gone into there as Kid Link, but I did defeat the fucking... I think the skull means you got them all? Well, then that raises more questions, because that's the only area that has them. How have I not gotten all of them in Lon Lon Ranch? Or Kakariko Village, the place that I literally am. Don't act like you know, Quack. You don't know either. That's just a theory? I mean, I don't know. Your theory is more reliable than anything I got. I have no idea. Sages aren't dead. Okay, give me some evidence to why they're not dead. Here's my evidence to why they are dead. Each of them go into a perilous area, disappear, and then never show up in the living world ever again. That's my evidence of why they are dead. What's your evidence to say they aren't dead? I'll get a bug on you. You never see them die on screen. This is a kid's game. They weren't like, "Arg, I was bested by Ganon." If I turn off the camera and then have a heart attack, that doesn't all of a sudden mean I didn't die. Pretty sure I did this. Pretty sure I did this, but I'm checking. Yeah, I did, okay. However, it also doesn't confirm you did die. We're not doing a fucking Schrodinger's cat over here. The cat's fucking dead, okay? The sooner you come to terms with that, the better. Stop trying to keep your dead cat in a box.
Thanks for checking in. I'm still a beast.
Accept the reality. The cat is dead. Just go to therapy like a normal fucking person. God. Okay. Let's think about this systematically. We did the fucking bean there, and then we went to the Lost Woods. We put 2 beans in the Lost Woods, and we bugged both of them. I don't think there was any in Kokiri Forest. I could check, but I don't think there is. Hyrule Field is Hyrule Field. I once again don't think there's any spots in Lon Lon Ranch, but I'll check. There was 1 in Lake Hylia. We did do both of them. And I don't think there was any in Gerudo Valley. But we have to head that way soon anyways, so... And then there was 1 in the market, or not in the market, it was in Castle, but I couldn't remember where it was and I gave up on it. But I said that we'll do it later. Maybe later is now. We'll go to Lon Lon. I wonder if normalizing therapy... I wonder if normalizing therapy, as had been done in recent years, has lowered the price or increased the price of sessions. Because now it's in more demand than ever. My therapy was the sandwich I just ate. Well, I think that, it's more like, there's definitely more supply than there was before. And because there's more supply, especially on the online field after COVID, because after COVID happened, a lot more therapists and psychiatrists were more open to doing online meetings and stuff like that. I'm sure that that has reduced in price. Because of because there's more options. Look at him go! God damn, fucking work it, homie. But yeah, I'm sure because there's more options now that a lot of those options are more inexpensive. I don't know if the expensive therapists have lowered their prices, but there's definitely more options and in turn lower prices. Because that's what competition does. It's really up to your insurance provider. Yeah, it also depends on where you are. Because we're American, it's probably hella expensive. But I imagine in other countries where they have free healthcare and stuff like that, it's probably cheaper. But for us Americans, I'd imagine that... I wouldn't be surprised if therapy was the most expensive here. If you ask me, expensive therapy... Well, it's probably actually more expensive in Asia because there's such a stigma surrounding therapy. If you ask me, expensive therapists probably raised their prices, making them more sought after for their seniority. While the cheap ones probably are just there to make money. I wouldn't be surprised if majority of the less expensive options were younger people. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we're like, the millennials and under are usually the people that fight for human rights and healthcare anyways. So, like, in reality, like, I wouldn't be surprised if millennial and under are the people that usually fight for cheaper prices on that kind of thing. So it's like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they're the people that are making their prices cheaper. I'm going on 25, and I'm like right in between millennial and Zoomer, because I'm 1998, which I think is 2 years after millennial, I think. And if I'm 25, then that means people my age are just now graduating college with their, because that's, what, 7 years after high school? So they would be just now graduating from college for doctorates and stuff, because doctorates are 8 to 10 years, I believe, right? So yeah, they would just be graduating for their doctorates. If they were going for masters, then they're done. They're already done. They've been done for years. But to be like they're a full-time psychiatrist or therapist, you need you might need a master's to be a therapist. I don't know if you need a doctorate to be a therapist. I know you need a doctorate to be a psychiatrist because then you prescribe drugs. And you need the doctorate to prescribe drugs. So I know for a fact you need a doctorate to be a psychiatrist, but I don't think you need... Yeah, okay, yeah. So there are already in the field, that's a weird way to say that, therapists that are like Zoomers. But the doctorate is still, they would either be just now graduating, depending on how they do in school, or 2 years away to graduate. Because I'm 2 years under millennial, I think. Somebody fact check me. So the first Zoomers are just now getting their doctorates. No? Is it 1 year? I don't know. It's close. It's close. All I know is I grew up with millennial shit. Okay? I'm a hand-me-down. It's 2 years? Millennial ends at 96? Okay, then I was right. Why'd you say no? Okay, then I am right. Yeah. So, the people that would be Zoomers, the first batch of Zoomers, are just now graduating from, what are you saying, Navi? Are graduating from, for doctorates. Shut the fuck up. Google told me 97 last I checked. It's somewhere in there. I don't fucking know. I have before, Citric. This is like my maybe 4th playthrough total, maybe. Maybe less. I don't know. But the first time I played it as like a teenager, I think I was probably like 17, maybe 16. I 100%ed it. You fucking dare. I have to wait till morning. Just don't be an ass. Could have been a doctor. I think generations are stupid. It's what opens the door for ageism on both young and old side. I agree. I mean, like, literally all I know is whenever I see like a meme that's like millennials be like, I look at that and I'm like, I do that. I relate to that. And then whenever I see a Zoomers be like, I only sometimes relate to that. That's all I know. And then whenever it's like boomers be like, it's just insults. It's only insults. In reality, people don't hate boomers, they hate conservatives. That's all it is. You don't hate boomers, you hate conservatives. That's what it is. Well, the only thing that, like, being born in 94, 95, so on and so forth, really matters for is your experiences. In media is what I mean. Like, when I say Courage the Cowardly Dog, you know what I'm saying. However, if I asked a 13-year-old right now what Courage the Cowardly Dog is, there's like a good 75% chance that they won't know what I'm talking about, and like a 90% chance that they'll know what I'm talking, or what's the math? 20%. A 20% chance that they know what I'm talking about, but never watched it. It's that kind of thing. So like things that are like only millennials do, you know, stuff like that, stupid. No, like that's dumb. It's the experiences of media is what is the thing that's different. All right. Okay. Does anybody have any ideas of anything that I can do right now that isn't progress? This is the last call, and then I'm gonna do Nocturne and Shadow. You can see my map. You can see what I have. I'm showing you my gear. I can't change into the red shirt because I'm a kid. Yeah, but you see what I got. Did you find the bean location? No, I did not. You'll eat one, pussy. You are what you eat. But you see what I got. This is what I have. I have, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 hearts? 13 and a half, actually. Of course I can. See what I got. Here's my items. I know where everything is. I just assume the questions are rhetorical. Nope. This is me asking to be backseated. Because I don't know where sides... I want to find the side quests. Wow. Well, I could become an adult and ride some of the seeds I have. I think that's it. I think as Kid Link, I think I'm done. Do you get the bean location in Lost Woods? I got all of the beans in the Lost Woods, yes. But in the hole? Are you Skulltula hunting? I'm everything hunting. I mean, I'll go back there, dude. There's a tree at Zora's Fountain? You mean Zora's River? In the fountain? The fountain where Jabu is. I mean, I'll go back there. A little bit of a walk, but I'm down. Not really. It's not really that much of a walk because I can take the fucking shortcut in the Lost Woods. Oh god, that was more backseating than I was looking for, dude. But I appreciate it all the same. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use it. Oh, sorry. Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna use it. I gotta use it. We should normalize that. Let's normalize instead of saying I need to go to the bathroom. Or I need to pee. Let's say, let's normalize. I gotta use it. Let's do that. I gotta use it. Turn right, then left, then right, Then left. Oh, you're talking about this area. There's a bean right next to this dude, and I did that. Is there a bean down here? I don't see it. There's no bean. What is this not? Maybe I can do that. You like this? Hey.
All my young Deku Skirt brothers say you have a horrible face. But don't worry, we'll roll you with our nuts. Of course, you'd also we will also enable you to carry more of them. Abracadabra, alakazam.
Thanks for the nuts. Good as gyrating snout. My snout also gyrates. Yeah, we got those. Must have got it. Yeah, we got those. Thank you, though. I still appreciate it. Any other bean locations? Death Mountain, got it. Also got the one inside of Death Mountain. And we got the one in the Hyrule, Lake Hylia. There it is, I got there. We also got... Hey, Gregs, how you doing? Hello, H2O, how are you? Lake Hylia? Yeah, we got that one. How far are you? We're like half. Maybe a little bit over, maybe a little bit under, but about half. Here you can see. Wow. This is what I got. Love is, it's what I got. Said remember that. Tree. You said by jab or job. Job. Both tunics? All tunics. There's 3. But yeah. Can't wear them while I'm a baby, though. I'm a little baby man. Baby man. Wow, I'm a little baby man. Oh, man, look, Quack. She's alive. Oh, my God. Okay, sorry. Gotta be a little petty. I'm gonna repeat what we did at Walmart that one time. Yeah, you're right, I did miss this. I'm sure I missed like 90% of the tree ones, let's be real. Alright, and then back to pelting me with your love. Stop throwing things at me. You're gonna give me a headache. Jeez. It sounds strong. Alright, so that's that, and then we need to go to back to where we came from.
Take that thing back where you came from, or so help me.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Chat, you remember that one episode of iCarly where Sam talks about loading a pillowcase full of butter? God damn, guys. Yeah, I remember that fondly. I think about that sometimes. I also think I watched, or yeah, it was a sock. That's what it was. I combined two things. 'Cause what I was gonna say next was, I was talking about, I seen something one time where they did that, but with coins. They put coins in a pillowcase, and it became like a deadly weapon. I can't remember what it was though. Oh, there is a little seed spot here. All right. Beans. We got 2 more beans left. There's 2 more bean spots. Probably one over by Gerudo, but I can't get in. The other two can't get to. Cool. All right. I'm sure I missed a couple tree ones, but I think with an hour and a half left of this stream, time to do some progress. Let's see where this takes us. We'll explore it after this pee break. I think I need to be here as an adult. Oh. Maybe not. I don't know. The doggo, he chilling. Oh. I now see what limits me. Alright, I'll be back. Alright. Wait! No, never mind. It's my imagination. All right, cool. This one. When you said Rudo's alive in the child timeline, I could guess you beat Water Temple. I'm sure it was a short venture. We've played up till. Well, I guess you just seen. We unlocked the fucking Shadow Temple. That's as far as we've gotten. So we've done Saria, Darunia, and Ruda, I don't know either. And then we, you're wrong. Good night, Quack. I love you. Mwah! And then we, fucking stopped and we started doing side stuff. I got the long shot and then we started doing side stuff. Obviously, there's a bunch of stuff around as adult Link. We've only really done side stuff as Kid Link. So I could continue doing side stuff. Maybe I will do that. I mean, it's 2:42. I feel like I could do an hour of side stuff. Maybe we should keep doing side stuff. Let's keep looking around. Tears on Friday. I just got really excited for Tears of the Kingdom. So I haven't been excited because I've been playing Breath of the Wild. But seeing you play this made me more excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know why that is. I just now put together that the scary masks are the one that the Reed is wearing. Just now put that together. Hope you enjoy the fishing game. I've done the fishing game twice, and I hated it. I have watched the first 2 trailers of Tears of the Kingdom, but I didn't watch the gameplay that they did. I know a couple things from it because I got spoiled, but I haven't seen the gameplay that they did. I actually think I had an easier time with adult fish than I did the baby fish. Why am I here? Oh, I was going to Death Mountain. Oh, I could just fucking... Why am I walking? I know I'm gonna get spoiled for things, but I'm trying to stay as spoiler-free as I possibly can with it. So that we can play it when we finish this timeline. Because I'm playing this right now. Next up is up to debate, ! Timeline, that's a vote. And then Breath of the Wild is at the end. There we go. Fuck. The gameplay spoiler mechanic was in the trailer though, so do you still feel spoilered with it? Yes. The idea that spoilers aren't in trailers is dumb IMO. I can kind of get it, but in the same beat, I just I have a weird opinion with spoilers because I think everything is a spoiler. I think that trying to figure out words. I think that if it is part of the general game, then it is a spoiler. Like, if it is, or the show, or the movie, I think that literally everything is a spoiler until it isn't. No, I don't think it has anything to do with ruining the experience. I think that spoilers aren't binary. I think spoilers is a spectrum. Where there is big spoilers, like the ending of a video game or something like that. That's a big spoiler. But I also think there's small spoilers, like a gameplay mechanic. I get that. That's just not where I'm at. If I want to play a game, like Ocarina of Time, you know, or for Tears of the Kingdom, or Jedi Survivor, which is another thing I'm avoiding spoilers on until they fix all the issues with that game, or the other countless games. If I'm planning on playing something or planning on watching something, I want to know as little as possible. I want to know absolutely as little as possible. No, I get that, and I don't think you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just think that spoiler is a spectrum. I don't think it's a, was this a spoiler? Yes, no. I think it's a, how big of a spoiler was it? Because, like, I saw that gameplay mechanic. I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset that I seen that gameplay mechanic. I seen it, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I moved on. Would I rather have not seen it? Yeah. Because I think that moment of playing the game and being like, whoa, this is cool, is gone, and that's no longer going to happen. That's no longer going to be a moment of like finding that mechanic and being like, this is fucking cool, because I've seen it. But I'm not upset about it. You're on the side of the spectrum not visible to my eye, and that's fine. We can have different stances on this, but like if I'm going to play a video game or watch a movie, or anything like that, I don't want to know anything. Like small spoiler. Small spoiler for Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. I have not watched it yet, so it's a small spoiler because it has nothing to do with the actual movie. It was just in the marketing. There's a small spoiler. While my finger is up, I am small spoiling Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. Very extremely small spoiler. Okay. I've given everybody a time to mute. I'm going to say the spoiler now. In Guardians of the Galaxy, they say fuck. I don't know the context in which they say fuck, but I know that they say fuck. When I watched that movie and I heard them say fuck, I would have been like, whoa, this is a Disney Marvel movie. Whoa. That would have been like a whoa moment. Does it ruin the movie? No. No, not at all. It doesn't ruin that experience. It's not that big of a deal. It's one word in one scene in one line. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter at all. But it still would have been like a whoa moment. That's what I mean for video games. Okay, spoiler done. That's what I mean. When I say like, let's say I didn't know that I would get Epona in this game. You know? Let's say that. Let's say I didn't know that Epona would have been a rideable horse. I would have had that experience of meeting Epona as a kid and then discovering that as I become an adult Link and talk to her and had that experience of learning the song, using it, and building up to that, and being like, fuck yeah, I can ride a horse in this game. And that would have been like a, whoa, that's fucking cool moment. It doesn't ruin the experience if I know that I can ride the horse. It doesn't matter. But like, it still would have been like a cool moment. It's all things. So that's where I'm at with spoilers. If I can go into an experience without knowing literally anything other than genre, then I will. You don't know what you can do with whatever mechanic you're talking about. If the mechanic you're talking about is what I think you're talking about, it raises more questions and excitement for what can be done with the mechanic than the majority of the internet. So the mechanic, this is a weird fucking beam. It is really leading nowhere. And really slowly leading nowhere. I disagree, Keon. I think that, again, it's a spectrum. I think that seeing the mechanic would have been like a, whoa, this is cool. And then learning what I could do with the mechanic and how I could break the game with the mechanic would have been the next level of, whoa, this is cool. You know? Epona would be a returning character, as well as something you unlock. That is not a basic game mechanic. Swinging your sword is. However, knowing you can ride Epona doesn't tell you how, when and where. It's a spectrum. You just described what I was saying. It's a spectrum. Also, is Epona a returning character? I mean, is she in I don't think she's in any of the other games. Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. I thought that this was the first one. Okay, so we got that flower, and then there's the one. We got the 2 Death Mountain ones. There's the one in the graveyard. I already did that. And then there's the flower by Zora Lake. Hey, Matthew, how are you? You have to consider the mechanic as a selling tactic without giving new things. No, I'm not saying that the marketing is wrong. I don't watch trailers 90% of the time. Like, I try to avoid trailers. The reason I started watching trailers was for gaming last week. So I watched, how many bottles do you have? 3. So I started watching trailers for gaming last week so that I could, provide something in relation to them for gaming last week. And then I stopped showing them on gaming last week and, gave up on them. So. That was just an example, okay? I was just taking an example, okay? It was just an example, Chad, okay? I'm not saying that I was spoiled on Epona. I was just using it as an example. Yeah, I'm not saying that the marketing is wrong. I'm just saying that I avoid the marketing because I want the experience. If I know, before I even know what Tears of the Kingdom is, I know I'm going to buy and play Tears of the Kingdom. I don't need to see a single lick of marketing to know that I'm going to buy and play that game. Same thing for Jedi Survivor. Same thing for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I've been avoiding spoilers on. It's the same story for all of them. I know I'm going to play them. I don't need to be marketed for them. So I'm gonna avoid it. Oh, you're upset about the ad about spoiling? No, I said I'm not upset that I got spoiled for this. I said that. I'm not upset. But I still got spoiled. But I'm not upset about it. But I have to avoid everything else. What started this topic is me saying it's about to get very difficult for me to avoid spoilers because the game is launching. That's what started this. It's about to become insanely difficult for me to stay spoiler-free on this game. Does it spoil the experience? And oftentimes the answer is no. I guess my issue is we've taken the term spoil and means something that it isn't, so everything is a spoiler. It spoils the experience to me to a minute degree, so therefore it's a spoiler. But also sometimes companies do spoil their things, like, with big spoilers. Marvel is, like, known for spoiling the movie in their trailers. Hi, Devi, how are you? Hi, we're talking about spoilers. How you guys doing? Pause. So we did that flower, and then we need to do... Did that one. Did the one in Kakariko, or Kokiri. We did the graveyard one. Did the 2 mountain ones. I almost said Mount Doom. And then... I think that's everything. I think we're done. I think we can go to the fucking... thing now. Is there anything else I can do? I can go to Gerudo. Want to do that next? Yeah, why not? Resident Evil is a series that has taken on many forms. I say play 8, then 2, 3, 4. Play 3 because Jill is awesome. And you're newer to the series, so you'll probably have a good time. Resident Evil 3, in my opinion, and I think Keon disagrees with this one. Resident Evil 3 is a good play, literally only because of the interactions of Carlos and Jill. Having an interaction, like the chemistry between Carlos and Jill, which are the 2 main characters of that game, if you don't know, is the only reason to play that game. The antagonist, the whole rest of it, I will ban you, Keon. The whole rest of it is nothing. It doesn't matter. But the interaction between Carlos and fucking Jill is the only reason to play that game. all the rest of it is like either dog shit or getting close to it. So. I don't think I'm interested enough in the plot enough to play something I know I won't enjoy for more plot. Yeah, but if you play... Oh, hey.
I'm the Wandering Running Man. I've been running all over this land in search for competitors who have a true killer instinct. I came here to run through the haunted wasteland, but doesn't look like it's good timing for that. No, I want to go back to Hyrule Field. The bridge is... Well, you can see it from here, so I'm stuck here inside this tent. I don't think I can accept your challenge right now.
My challenge? With Resident Evil 1, by playing Resident Evil 1, you gain context to who Jill is, and who another character is, who I'm not going to say the name of, as well as the antagonist, Quack left earlier, as well as the antagonist and who he is, and in turn context to later games in the series, because he has a lot to do with like the general plot. So like I feel like by not playing Resident Evil 1, if you were to choose to be like, hey, I want to do Resident Evil 5 and 6, maybe with my best friend Drew Sunn. I love him. I love him so much. I would love to lick his scrot because he's great, and I love him. And I would love to play a co-op game like Resident Evil 5 and 6 with him. Then you would have more context to what's going on in those scenes. You know? God, please, dear God, stop. I'm gonna beat you up, kid. And I know I could. Reason I'm so late to the RE series is because I couldn't stand the gameplay.
Hey, you, young man, over there. Look over here in this cell.
Hey.
No idea where you came from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. All my fellow carpenters are in prison somewhere in there. And if you can get us out of here, then we'll repay you in a favor somehow. But be careful. There's sure to be a Gerudo guard somewhere around here. Watch out!
Yeah, that's what he said. You found a small key. I think you'll like it if you're enjoying 7. No, you will. But I still think you should stubbornly go through Resident Evil 1.
You coming here to save me? Oh, that's just swell. I'm Ichiro the Carpenter. We were really interested in joining the all-female group. They locked us up in here like this just because we're men. We don't care about Gerudo anymore. They're so rude. Me and my fellows have also been captured, so please help them escape too.
I think that only playing games that you know you will enjoy, or even that you think you will enjoy, puts you in a bubble that you don't need to be in. I think that art, in general, is about taking risks and twisting your perspective and changing your perspective. And I think that art, in general, can be hard to enjoy sometimes. But if you take that risk and you try things that you dislike or that you think you will dislike, I think it's good to realize that you're wrong and have that opinion changed. And I don't think that it's what's the word I'm looking for? What happens if I attack her? Oh, well, I guess I wanna. And I don't think that it's bad to. I don't think it's bad to play through a game and finish it and think that it's bad, you know? I think that playing games and coming to the result that you were right is okay as well. You can at least have that perspective, you know? I mean, like, I played through Sonic 06. So. I hardly have enough money to play the games I know I'll enjoy. Okay. I played, I bought the whole Resident Evil series for like 20 bucks. That was pretty cool. I mean, that's not a deal anymore. I'm just rubbing it in your face, get fucked. But like, I bought the whole series for 20 bucks. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. I'll send you my digital copy. Bless you for going through Sonic 06. I'm gonna have to do it again. Oh. Because I'm gonna do, Oh yeah, you don't need to play 1 to play 2. You only semi-need it to play, 3. Semi. You don't really super need it. It just adds context. I don't know about 4, I haven't played it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to play through 6 again, because I'm gonna play through the whole Sonic series one of these days. But first I gotta get through the 36 games that is the Legend of Zelda series, and we're only on 4. So this is my life now. It's great. How's that going, by the way? We're only on 4. 36. The gameplay turned me off of it as a kid as well, but I think it's definitely a game you'll grow to like on some level. Once I got my hands on a friend's copy of Resident Evil 4, an hour I fell in fearful love, but I still don't own any. What did I rate Resident Evil 1? Did I even rate games back then? Was I even rating games? Fucking get out of here. Hello? Can I fucking search? Thank you, Jesus Christ. It's a Resident Evil 7. There's Village. There's 3. Well, 3 was a 6. I don't know. Apparently I didn't rate it. I'd probably give it like a 6. I'd probably give Resident Evil 1 a 6. Maybe a 7. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised Resident Evil 3 was a 6. I feel like Resident Evil 3 probably should have been like a 5. And then Resident Evil 1. Yeah. I don't know. What about Resident Evil 6? Haven't played it. I've watched it. I know everything about it. Vaguely. Memory bad. Haven't played it. Same thing for 5. And I've literally never seen anything about 4. I know who the protagonist is. That's it.
I have no idea where you came from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. All my fellow carpenters are in prison somewhere in here. You can get us out of here, or repay your favor somehow. But be careful, there should be Gerudo guards around here somewhere. Whoa, watch out!
Hey, man. Oh, that was rude. Do it, that's it. Beat me up. I deserve it. This is really a strength versus dexterity point right now. I think Resident Evil 6 is a conspiracy theory. Resident Evil 6 might be one of the best co-op games ever made, but unfortunately it's also a bad game. At least from popular opinion. And from, again, what I watched but didn't play.
You're fine, lad. Thanks for coming to save me. I'm Gyro the Carpenter. These women are so scary, I'd rather work as a carpenter than join them. I can't wait to say goodbye to this place. All my buddies are still being held prisoner. Will you please get them out, though?
Good night, Ace. I love you. Mwah. Keon, what's the worst game you've ever played? I wonder. I pull out my bow and I go. Wow. Oh, they fucking die. Okay. Oh, never mind. They're just knocked out. What? What? Talking about games that are actually games I didn't enjoy, or like shitty games that I know are shitty and have like terrible mechanics, but the devs didn't even try. I don't know. Never really thought about it. I didn't think it was that complicated of a question, honestly. I guess a game that you didn't enjoy. Shitpost games. Try this again, it's better. Oh. Seen her turn around. Bwah, 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 bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah. There it is. Oh. Can I reach that? Nope. From down here? Hell yeah. Bomberman fucking sucked on the Switch, and I paid $60 on X-Ren. It's a $60 game. Now it's like 30 or 40. It's on every console known to man. But I'm still out $60, so I'm mad. I used to watch it 70. I guess if you like Bomberman, it's a good game. I don't know. Whenever I hear people talk about Bomber game, whenever I hear somebody talk about Bomberman, which isn't often, but whenever I hear that, they don't talk about the Switch version. What did I just get? What did I just get from that chest, chat? Minecraft ARG has 17k and me struggling. Please, dear, hand over your brain. Please, just one brain cell. Why do you think I'd be good at it? I'm bad at puzzle games, dude. I can never play a smart character in D&D because I'm so bad at puzzles. Good night, Judy. I love you. Mwah. Bomberman 64 is the only Bomberman worth it. I bought the version on the Xbox One, and it also was a miserable experience. Yeah, I don't think Bomberman is really survives the time. Times are changing. She's a friend. She's dressed differently than the other people. Well, I guess that answered my question. Speed run skip. Did Drew put out another ARG? No. No, I did not. I mean, I have. Oh, fuck. Oh. I mean, I put out an ARG, like 3 live streams ago? 12 hours ago. It was a simple one, but nobody caught it. So it never started. Was it 3? No, it was 2. Because that was for the yeet. Yeah, but nobody caught it, so it didn't really like start. Bam 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 boom 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 boom. Skyrim fucking sucks. I think it's boring as shit. Did you play it when it came out? But I both don't. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just a question. But I don't like high fantasy or magic, and it's old as fuck now. And I don't really like Fallout much because it's the same game style. It's like Fallout aesthetics. Interesting. Wonder if you'll vibe with Starfield. Since it's sci-fi. And yet, still kind of the same vibe, it seems. Played a bunch of Fallout, but found myself bored in the end. Even beat Fallout 4. Because that's just the type of gamer I am. I keep my feet going through the mud. But there are games I really enjoyed that I didn't finish though. You change that. I like the shrug. Yeah, I mean, like... You're pissed right now? No. Oh, you're talking to Matthew. Yeah, but I feel like Mike uses the magnifying glass. Fallout 4 isn't really known to be the best in the series. Fallout 4 is a pretty often hated game. Like, not a lot of people enjoy that game out of the series, you know? Hated might be the wrong word. Disliked. Like, there are definitely people that are fans of that game, but a lot of people dislike that game. And I feel like it's very empty. I feel like it's very empty. I think that Fallout, of all the Fallouts in Skyrim, I think they're all very empty. Now maybe that's because it was just the time, or maybe that's just Bethesda. I think it's probably just the time. So I could understand where you're coming from with, like, the boring angle. It's interesting that, however, and I know they're, like, different gameplay styles. It's interesting that you dislike those games, or you said hate, right? You said hate. You said Skyrim fucking sucked, it's boring, and you hate it. It's interesting that you have that strongly of opinion of, like, Skyrim or Fallout as a whole, and yet you're so into Breath of the Wild right now. I mean, like, obviously they're different games, but they're like, what the fuck is that? I mean, obviously they're different games, but like, I accidentally clicked off. But Breath of the Wild is pretty fucking empty. What's over here? No, that's where I came from. Okay. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Talk to someone, dialogue tree. Talk to someone, sex world slightly. Talk to someone, dialogue tree. Nothing I hate more than dialogue tree. I get that. I think you'll enjoy the next video that I'm putting out on tomorrow at 10 p.m. EST. Because it's about open world games and kind of exactly that thing, but almost not kind of, but also kind of that. You should let me get back to working. Let me think of another question to ask you. Hey Angie, how you doing? Payback for being a little bitcher to me earlier. I got the big quiver. That... Yeah, I need to get caught. If that... I'll fucking dare you. If that was... that area, then what's over here? Because I went this way earlier and got caught almost immediately. Fuck. Just stare there. I'm tired because job life? How's your new job? I had breakfast at Wendy's yesterday. It was average as fuck. You need to try, chat, all of you. You need to try Wendy's Spicy Nugs. Now, sometimes they don't hit. Won't be open with you. Sometimes they don't be hitting. However, when they do be hitting, oh my god. Oh my god. Look, it's me. Well, from Skyward Sword, I think. Yeah, Wendy's is pretty sad. Wendy's, I think, might be the worst of the fast food chains. That's my hot take. They're pretty bad. So, like, why am I here? Was it all for that chest that I think had the big quiver? There's still 2 more dudes, right? Was there 3? I think it was 2. You yell at me? Yeah, okay. I'm just curious. McDonald's is the worst? Wrong. McDonald's fries? Fucking slap. McDonald's nuggets? They're all right. McDonald's burgers? They're all right. Okay? Meanwhile, Wendy's fries? Mediocre. Wendy's nuggets? Bad. Wendy's spicy nuggets? Okay. Wendy's burgers? Bad. Nah, McDonald's has some good-ass fucking fries. They got a really good breakfast menu. The fucking shakes are good. I don't know. What else does McDonald's have? I work there, I should know. You work there, so you're biased against them. You high right now? McDonald's is not bad. It's a fucking worldwide chain for a reason. You just think that because you work there. McDonald's good. Only sometimes, and specifically their fries. Their fries are fucking good. Their fries are peak.
Hey, you going your foot? Oh,
I thought I got them all. 2. There's 1 more. Fuck, where is he?
Leader of the gang of thieves is Naburu, and she's experimenting with brainwashing many people in the ruins of the desert. Kuroda society, men who have this great skill horseback riding archery are respected. How about trying horseback archery in Gerudo Fortress? You have a horse, Gerudo from the fortress will set up a challenge.
Oh, really? Oh, I'll try that. After this pee break. What time is it? Yeah, after this pee break. So, where's my horse? I rode her in here. That brick breaker clip always gets me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm glad I shouted out Devi. Oh, there she is. I'm glad I shouted out Devi. And, one of the 2 clips that played from Devi, it was of, like, half me. Like, I was in the clip.
Do a flip!
Please clap.
Please. Please, dear God, clap. Oh, stay where you are. Well, you don't like that I was on the horse? What the fuck? What was I supposed to do? It's because I didn't have my arrow out? Like you were, I was in the clip. Well, Sarah, hopefully they keep you on after probation. I hope I'm hoping for you. I hear her, but I don't see her. I'm gonna leave. There she is. Cool. Alright, let's try that again. Maybe I had to have my, like, arrow out? I don't know. Why? Maybe it's the other lady? Do I have a map? Nope. Sitting down and getting a job review while already getting hired must be surreal. Both England and Australia do it. I think we're the only one that doesn't. I think America is the only one that does. I mean, obviously I don't... And like, I know America doesn't, but I don't know about elsewhere. For it. Damn it. What do you mean killing chat? Killing chat. Not killing chat. All their fries do now is cake your taste buds in salt so you feel thirsty enough to drink the 700 calorie soup. Well, it's good. Okay, that salt tastes good. So, it's working. Did I find it? Oh, I found it. I'm skipping this because we already read it once. Why'd they have to make her pant during the fight? She tried to do a flippy. Thanks, boy. You're fantastic. I'm Sabu with the Mackie, the carpenter. Have you ever seen that boss, boy? Yeah, he's probably worried about me. You gotta get back to him immediately. One more of our workers is still a prisoner. Please save him. Oh, there's one more. I thought this was all.
Blah 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 blah. Boing 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 boing.
That's probably how I was supposed to enter there. I mean, I've entered both of these, haven't I? Where's this go? To a different one that I already freed. Bum 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 ba da ba da. Dun 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 ba da ba da. Dun 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 dun. She's unkillable.
Ba-da-ba-dam, ba-ba-da-bam. Ba-ba-da-bam, ba-ba-da-bam, ba-boom. Beam bom, boom boom.
Man, where the fuck? Blast it, windows down, in a violent crime area any day. Honestly, that's how we lower the crime rate. That's how we stop crime. Bum 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 ba ba da bum 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 ba ba da bum. Have I been in here? I don't know. Very confusing. No, I don't think I have, but also I don't see how it'd be possible. Hey, look at that. That's my VOD channel where you could watch this VOD that you're watching, that you could be watching right now. Whoa, crazy. Whoa, you could watch this VOD on that VOD channel. In fact, some people maybe already are. And maybe they're watching this VOD and they don't realize that they're not subscribed to this channel, and they could be. Chow, what's your opinion of VODs? Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna leave and watch a VOD. Well, we're ending in like 10 minutes, so probably gonna finish off this hideout and I'm gonna end, and then I'm gonna go eat some eggs and some oranges. And then I'm gonna probably mash. Then I'm gonna go probably watch an episode of Barry while I do that, and then I'm gonna fucking continue writing my outline for my video, so that I can sit down and write at least minimum 2,500 words tomorrow. That's my plan. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You're gonna fucking, possibly. Depends on how the day goes. I don't know, I just had a feeling. You will be.
I have no idea where you came from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it based out the guts of Andy. All my fellow carpenters had a bit of double ready. Then get that tomorrow, I will pay you for your favor tomorrow. But be careful, there seems to be Gerudo guards somewhere around here. Whoa, watch out!
Hey, you tried. Whomp.
It's a figure you're going to forget about me. Now I'm free. Thanks for steaks, I'm Shiva the Carpenter. For rescuing me, I'll tell you something interesting about the desert that I overheard when the Gerudo talking about. They said, in order to cross the haunted wasteland, you'll need the Eye of Truth. The Colossus is on the far side of the wasteland. Now I'm gonna go back to the tent near the Gerudo Valley, so drop by sometime. You may see, find something helpful there.
Oh, I have that.
I've seen your fine work. To get past the guards here, you must have good thieving skills. I used to think that all men, except for the great Ganondorf, were useless. But now I've seen you, I don't think so anymore. The exalted Naboru, our leader, put me in charge of this fortress. Naboru is the second in command to the great Ganondorf, king of the Gerudo thieves. Her headquarters is in the Spirit Temple, which is at the end of the desert. Say, you must want to become one of us, eh? Alright then, you're in from now on. Take this. With it, you will have free access to all the areas of the fortress.
Cool. Oh, same thing.
You'll find the Spirit Temple where the exalted Naboru lives.
Okay. Alright. Eye of Truth. No? No, it looks like there'd be a hidden wall there, you know what I'm saying? Wow, she stays knocked out for a long time. I thought they got up. I vaguely remember them getting up.
From now on, you're free to come and go as you please through the gate of the desert. You'll find the Spirit Temple, where the exalted Naboru lives, out there, in the desert.
We're gonna do the Shadow Temple first. That'll be tomorrow. I heard a bling. Maybe bomb. No. Okay. Maybe 2-2. It was 2-2. It's usually 2-2. I don't really need this. But I guess it's nice to know it's there. I'm sure I missed 5 million Skulltulas in there. What's your deal?
I This is the Gerudo training ground. Gerudo token verified. One try for 10 rupees. Alright. I'll take your 10 rupees. Give it your best shot.
Millie starts breaking and taking money, of course. Gerudo training. Well, I seen that instantly. I think I need the arrow for that. Whap. Whap, whap. What's up with that? Rupel. Airbow. I think this is something we'll do next time. Wait, hang on. All right, folks.